Once I start talking about the love for Africans and how this country must unite the African continent, the whole stadium is receptive. Tell me of a country that is rich because of borders. Or no, that country is very successful. It's a world-class country because of a fence. They've got a fence. And a fence led to success. America has got no fence. 54 states under one president, United States of America. Why are they not putting fence for themselves? Why is Europe not putting fence? If fence is a prerequisite for success, for a country to prosper, you need a fence. And even if you need a fence, there is no fence between Zimbabwe and South Africa. Mackenzie went, he showed you, there's no fence. There's no fence in Lesotho. Actually, he thought he was exposing that these people have got no fence. We've been I said that long time ago. I said, you are acting like mad people. You have a gate, but you don't have a fence. And then you come back at your house without a fence. You open a gate to enter your yard. It doesn't make sense. There is no fence. Africans have moved. It is only those who are threatened by the unity of the Africans who perpetuate a message of hatred. But my last point is, why do you hate me for saying people must unite? I'm not dividing people.
It seems that it's become an election issue, because if you just have to look at what the ANC is doing in terms of the amendment of the Migration or Immigration Act, right? Do you think they are falling into that trap, that they feel the noise of people as anti-African sentiment or anti-foreigner sentiment, and they are now trying to fit into that, strengthen the borders, appoint the border management agency? You saw the border management agency, they were in full force this weekend, etc.
Well, my brother, the 2019 anti-EFF campaign was dishing out title deeds. We don't want to take your land. Yeah, the title deeds. Even people got title deeds here in Alexander. I'm like, to do what with that title deed? Because it doesn't mean anything. If anything, Alexander needs massive development, not title deeds. So they said that in 2019. We were unshaken about it, and we still didn't win elections. I will never engage in a political expediency at the altar of a principle. Rather die on a principle with your boots on than to die an amoeba, shapeless. This one pulls you that way, this one pulls you that way. Before we know it, you have got no shape. You are shapeless, and we can't define what kind of animal is this. I'm saying we need a borderless Africa for free movements of people and goods. And that free movement of people and goods doesn't mean undocumented. Because if I didn't want undocumented people, I would have said, don't take IDs, South Africans. What are you doing with documents? All of us have to be identified. And it is documentation that will identify who we are. Even when African state is united, you still have to tell from which state are you. Europe without borders, there's still Italians, there's still Germans, there's still the British who are saying they're exiting that thing.
So you don't believe in this whole thing about illegal immigration? You are saying that the borders must